The past queens, I really draw inspiration from Miss Venus Ra. I had the pleasure of meeting her once, and she's a very religious person. That's something I really got from our meeting. And at the end of that day, she prayed over all of us, and she had the power to make me cry with her prayer. And I really want to be able to somehow use my words to also touch other people's lives. So Venus Ra, definitely. I'm gonna make the judges cry.
Make them cry, make them cry.
Good morning, everyone.
So, along with 37 rules,
Yes, I was informed by Angel.
even with the first question that I'll ask you, tell us something about yourself.
Hello, my name is Pauline Amelinckx. I'm your Boholana Belgian from, of course, the beautiful province of Bohol. My dad is a Belgian and I'm Filipina, so I'm like a mix of both cultures in one, and I'm very excited to be here today.
What is one beautiful word in your local language? In what would it be?
I would like to choose the word pohon. It means hopefully. It's a word that we use whenever we talk about something that is going to happen in the future. Like, I'm going to join Miss Universe Philippines, pohon, hopefully, with God's blessing.
Next session, what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made much impact on you?
One learning experience I had as a child was that I had to not be shy when it comes to myself and when it comes to my body and my capacities. I was very shy, always in the corner, but my mom and my dad always kept telling me, you have to really be out there. That's the only way for you to grow. That's the only way for you to shine.
And what is that one major lesson that you learned during this year?
I think I learned so many things from cooking to planting, but I think one thing that I really learned is how interconnected everything really is. From the animal world to the human world, from communities, inter-province, and I think that just reminds me of the fact that we all play a part in fighting this pandemic and that we can all rise together.
If you would account, how would you help your community?
I would want to be a spokesperson and a rallying point to bring people together in meaningful conversation and together look for solutions. And I think that with this platform of influence, that's something I can really do.
What color symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Oh, that's very interesting. For this moment, I would like to choose pink. Pink is the color that would symbolize me as a phenomenal woman. And pink is also something that we will have to watch out for during my performances for preliminary or evening gown. I'm not going to mention which one, but I'll just tell you that. And it's also my favorite color. I have an emotional relation with that color because every time my dad would give me gifts, it would always be something pink.
I'm excited to see all your pink outfits in the next few days.
Yes.
I'm also excited to find out.
Yeah.
So if given a chance to promote to the world a spot, whether man-made or natural in Bohol, what would it be?
I would have to choose the Lobok River Cruise. The Lobok River, I don't know if you've tried it. I hope that you've had. You tried it? So hopefully then you agree with me. The Lobok River Cruise is really one of the more amazing things that you can do in Bohol. It's not just good food, it's not just you being on that river cruise, but it allows you to interact with the locals in dance and in song. And every time I'm there, I always make it a point for me to dance at tinikling with the locals, even though I risk getting my feet hurt with the bamboo. But it's really one of the things I would want everyone to know about here in Bohol.
Let's go on the work side now. That's recreation. Now let's go to the work side. We've been hearing the word work from home.
Yes.
So what do you think are the skills that we need to develop for the workplace of the future, as we call it?
I have worked from home also during the first few months of the pandemic. I'm sorry, it's a bit cold. During the first few months of the pandemic. And I think patience is one thing that we all need to work on ourselves, especially with the internet connection that we have at home. There's so many times that I've had meetings and then my internet connection would fade out and then I wouldn't hear the rest of it. I think patience above everything else is something that we need to work on. And from then on, we at least have the clear mind to work on everything else.
There's a campaign called #LoveLocal.
Okay.
So if you had a local product that you had to promote, what would it be?
It would definitely be Rabiya from Tubigon Loom Weavers. I'm not wearing it at the moment. I will be wearing it for one of the segments.
One of the things that I would also look forward to see.
Definitely, yes. I'm not gonna indulge any more information about that, but Rabiya is really a product that's from my hometown in Tubigon, and it really takes so many people to make a raffia roll, and there's so much thought and effort that goes into it, and it's a beautiful product with so many possibilities.
What is one thing that you think young people should focus on?
At the moment, it's really staying strong and continuing their dreams of educating themselves, even during these pandemic times. We all are having a hard time, but that doesn't mean that our dreams, our passions are cancelled. They're just on hold, and I think that they all need to have hope in their hearts to continue what they're dreaming on and to somehow make their dreams still come true.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Okay, tell us something about yourself.
So, my name is Cristelle Abello. I'm representing the beautiful province of Aklan. I am the daughter to OFW parents, but although I was raised in the States, I was raised to be 100% Filipino. Pusong Pinoy talaga ako.
What is one beautiful word in your local language? And what is it?
One beautiful word in my language is guapa. And I think that just solidifies and represents the Aklanon trait of us Filipinos being beautiful.
What one learning experience that you had as a child makes much impact on you?
One learning experience that I had as a child was growing up in the States. I grew up in the States, but we were very Filipino in the household, from the values that were instilled into our home, to the food that we ate, and also to the language that we speak at the house. Hindi nga pumayag si Mami na hindi kami magtagalog sa bahay. And through that, I really embraced and loved and learned through my culture, and it really solidified my identity as a person, as a Aklanon, and as a Filipino.
What one easy lesson did you learn from your experiences during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, I have learned that one important lesson of bayanihan. It's really important for us, mga Pilipino, to stand together, to unite together, and to extend ourselves to help each other.
If you win Miss Universe Philippines, how will you help your community?
If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I will help my community by extending myself through the use of social media. And I want to use my platform to really use my voice to extend myself and to help my community by raising awareness. And I really want to show the people that I'm here, genuine, with or without the crown, that I really want to help and instill positivity and hope with everyone.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal?
I think the color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman is a color that you feel confident in. I think that it could be any color as long as you feel proud to wear it, and if you feel beautiful in it, then I think bagay na bagay sa'yo, di pak na pak.
What skills does the workplace of the future need since working from home now?
So the skills that that we need to have instilled into our home is, I think that kahit nasa bahay, dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay. And that we should still be appreciative of being at home, and that we're still being able to given the chance to work. And we should really appreciate that. Dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay, patuloy-tuloy pa rin ang trabaho. Just because we are in the new normal, it doesn't mean that life doesn't stop.
If you have a chance to name one spot, man-made or natural, in your province or city that you would like to promote to the world, what would it be and why?
Of course, I would want to promote the beautiful island of Boracay. Of course, it is known as paradise to many, and of course, it is a place where you can just relax, and it is incomparable to other places around the world even. It is one of the most highlighted tourist destinations of the Philippines, and most importantly, I think ang pinaka-importante, ang generosity, ang hospitality ng mga Aklano. Pwede! Sige, tera! Yes.
Well, there's a campaign to #LoveLocal. Which local product would you promote and why?
Which local product I would promote? So, love local. The local product that I would promote siguro sa ngayon would probably be ang food natin. I think I would want to promote our food because our food is very relevant. No matter how old, how young we are, we can all sama-sama together and it brings us all together.
And lastly, what one thing should people like you, should young people like you focus on?
I think what young people should focus on is believing in themselves. I think from this journey, I have learned to really believe in myself and to earn the confidence. And I think that a lot of young people, our young generation, is lacking today the belief and the confidence in themselves to push themselves forward and to also be positive and to uplift. If you are positive in yourself, then you can continue to uplift others. Thank you. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Excited to go inside right now. Good morning.
Okay ka naman?
Yes po.
Or pagasyat?
I got tired because I got lost along the way.
So, yung rule, 30 seconds lang per answer. Starting with, tell us something about yourself.
So, good morning everyone. I am Skelly, Ivy, Florida, and I am an only child. I grew up without a father, and I was also raised by a single mother. When I was a child, honestly, I experienced being bullied, but because of how my mother raised me, I know that I should be confident with myself. And with that, I know that she raised me to become a better person right now. And that's why I am also here.
What is one beautiful word in your local language? Then what does it mean? One beautiful word lang. At anong ibig sabihin?
I think it's guapa. It means beautiful because it really gives confidence to, especially the ladies who don't feel confident with themselves. And when you say it to them, like you say, "Hello, guapa," and then they just smile and then they think that they're really beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
Next question. So, what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
Honestly, it's, as I said a while ago, I experienced being bullied and I overcome that. And now that I am confident with myself, I also want others to feel the same way too. To be, for me to be an inspiration to others now that I am here.
You're making more recent. So, what is the most important lesson that you learned during the pandemic?
I think the most important lesson I've learned is patience because everything right now is delayed. And right now, we need to be patient on the specific goals that we want to go or wherever we want to go. And now that if we really have patience, we know that we can achieve those goals that we want to do in the near future.
If you win Miss Universe Philippines, how will you help your community?
Winning Miss Universe, I mean, it's being a voice, a spokesperson, and a symbol of hope to everyone. And also as an influencer, I'm gonna use this because I know that I can communicate to different organizations with the things that I can do, especially during this pandemic, to help people who really needs help in these times of the pandemic. And that's all.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
It's yellow because it's bright and you can really see it that easily.
You mentioned about being an influencer. Can you name a spot or whether it's a man-made or natural spot in Biliran that you would like to promote to the world?
I would
think of Tomalistis Falls. It's located in the Kaibiran place in Biliran. It is actually known as the world's sweetest water in the Guinness Book of World Records before. So I really want people to go there and really taste the water in there so that they would know how sweet it is. I mean, I've been there and I really love it in there because it's like a waterfalls near the ocean. So it's like you're gonna swim in the waterfalls and then it's the ocean right there.
We've been hearing the word work from home this past few months. What do you think are the skills that an individual or a person should develop in what we call the workplace of the future?
I think the skills that we develop there is it's like you learn more, especially on the techie stuff in the computer, especially in the old generation that they have less knowledge about that. And I think it's one of the good things that people should learn about, especially for the older generations. And it is one of the things that the younger generations could have more. Sorry.
Thank you for your advice. Thank you talaga. Tumahan ako doon, but I love it. Thank you. But you're right. Thank you.
At least you have more bondings with the younger generations. They can teach you.
Magpapanding kami sa younger generation.
I'm not too familiar with Biliran, but
Yes.
you know there's a campaign #LoveLocal. No?
Yes.
So what local products would you want to promote and why?
It's the food. We have there a suman. Our suman is kind of different because we have like different flavors. Like we have mango, chocolate, ube, and I think that's kind of unique. That's one of the unique stuff in Biliran.
And lastly, what is that one thing that you think young people like you should focus on?
I think young people like me should focus on our future goals because we need to set something that we think that's good for us, and not just for us but also for the community. We need not to think about ourselves only, but especially now in the pandemic, we need to like help one another so that we can be better in the near future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Interesting yung falls na yun, ako pwede bote.
It's really interesting. It's really great there. 21 po.
Graduate ka na ng college.
I'm just waiting for the graduation because it's pending because of the pandemic. Bawal po kasi face-to-face na events in our place pa. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Who among the past queens do you draw inspiration from?